Many people complain about excessive sweating. What are the reasons behind it? When to get worried? When to seek medical attention? Let us see in today's video. Hi friends, I am Dr. Karamat. This is Scientific Doctor channel. In this channel, health related explanations and tips are provided via videos which are released every week. If you want to see such videos, subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any topics which need to be covered in subsequent videos, kindly mention it in the comment section below. Today's video is about excessive sweating. Sweating is like any body function. There are variations to it. So somebody can have more, somebody can have less. This itself is not abnormal. So you need not worry. But when it is considered very excessive, when it is considered no medical explanation is needed, when to seek health attention, let us see in detail. First of all, when you sweat, when in a hot environment, or when you are exerting yourself, or when you are having fever, or when you are anxious, this is considered a normal response. So some people may sweat in 5 minutes in a hot environment, others in 20 minutes. This is not abnormal. This is just a variation. So when is it considered abnormal? So when you sweat, when you are not in a hot environment, when you are not having fever or anxiety, when you are in a resting state, still you sweat, that is considered abnormal or excessive. This is called as hyperhidrosis. You can have two different types of hyperhidrosis: a primary focal hyperhidrosis or a secondary generalized hyperhidrosis. Primary focal hyperhidrosis starts in childhood or early adolescence. They usually have sweating in specific areas like your palms or soles, or groin or underarms, or face or neck. So in specific areas there is excessive sweating, and this can be genetic. So this is passed on from generations. This is usually not considered as a disease, and there is no definitive 100% cure or treatment for this, and this is not dangerous. There is secondary generalized hyperhidrosis where there is sweating all over the body, and this can be a late manifestation. You start developing this by 30 or 40, and this can be manifestation of certain diseases like thyroid disorders or diabetes mellitus, or due to menopause or pregnancy. Rarely some forms of cancers like Hodgkin's lymphoma or other blood cancers, infections like tuberculosis can cause night sweats, and even our life habits like alcoholism can cause secondary generalized hyperhidrosis, meaning you can have sweating all over the body, usually not corresponding to the stimulus. That is, others are not at all sweating, you are not exerting, still you are having excessive sweating even during sleep. So this can happen because of these problems or diseases. Sometimes heart failure or some drugs ingested can also lead to this problem. So if you have secondary generalized hyperhidrosis, that is, you have developed this excessive sweating not from childhood but suddenly as a symptom, and you develop this excessive sweating even during sleep, you need to visit the doctor. And especially if you have asymmetrical sweating, that is, one side of the body sweats more than the other, or if it is a recent phenomenon. No, I am 45, I have never been sweating like this. For the last week I am excessively sweating. Then again you need to visit the doctor to rule out these medical diseases. Or if excessive sweating is associated with increased thirst, increased urination, or extreme fatigue, again you need to visit the doctor. What is the treatment for this excessive sweating? We have to understand there is no specific cure for primary focal hyperhidrosis. That is, I sweat more in the palms and soles. This has been happening from my school days, and my parents also have this problem. So this is primary focal hyperhidrosis. You don't have any specific treatment. You have antiperspirants which can be applied. Obviously, aluminum containing antiperspirants, especially for underarms, groin. So these areas you can apply antiperspirants. You can have frequent showering. You can avoid certain foods, because certain foods like citric acid, like colas, like coffee or chocolates, like spices and peanut butter. So these are all known to increase sweating. So you can probably avoid foods containing these foodstuffs. If it is a local hyperhidrosis, only palms and soles are involved, you can have a treatment called iontophoresis or tap water iontophoresis, where you soak this part in tap water and a small electrical current is passed through this, and you can have a relief due to this tap water iontophoresis. You do have medicines for this hyperhidrosis, but this can have side effects. So only with consultation from a physician, depending upon your severity of hyperhidrosis, you can have treatment. But for secondary hyperhidrosis due to diseases, treatment of the disease itself will clear this problem. So if you have primary focal hyperhidrosis from childhood, you can avoid certain foodstuffs. You can avoid anxiety, so which will aggravate this excessive sweating. But if you have a concerning hyperhidrosis, you can visit your doctor who can suggest certain remedies. But if you have secondary, the doctor's visit becomes a must. You need to rule out diseases, get treated for those diseases, thereby removing this excessive sweating. But if you have excessive sweating as compared to my peers, but I sweat only during times of exertion or fever, that is not a disease. That's just a normal variation. You need not worry about that. Hopefully, this would have cleared your confusions and doubts regarding excessive sweating. If you found this video useful, share it among your friends and relatives. If you want to see such videos regularly, subscribe to this channel. Till we meet again, bye.